Hello guys, welcome to Boxing Blog Center, the home of Nigerian and African boxing. And please, if you're new to this channel, make sure you click like and of course the subscribe button right now. Although this is a non-boxing related news, okay, or topic. And you know, right here on BBC, we always talk about a lot of things, a lot of essential stuffs, things that make sense for sure, things that a lot of people can relate to. And this topic is about our brother Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Greek who just won the NBA championship last night in a very exciting fashion, and he did put in about 50 points. I'm not a big basketball fan, just so you guys know. In fact, the last time I watched basketball was like before I did against Nigeria versus Australia. It was like 2007, so a long, even Antetokounmpo hasn't even started the playing basketball then. That shows the kind of interest I had in basketball. But it looks like Nigerians are really taking this serious now. We all know the story of our brother Antetokounmpo. He was born in Greece to Nigerian parents, and as an immigrant in Greece, it is very, very difficult to survive, especially after the collapse of the Greek economy. Things became very, very difficult. Yes, by the way, Antetokounmpo, happy to have won an NBA championship, and happy to be a two-time MVP. The guy earns annually 25 million, annually 25 million from selling CDs in the street to help support his parents to where he is right now. And I know there are a lot of Antetokounmpos in Greece and Italy, and all that, and Spain, where the keys, the guy, like, it just, Antetokounmpo now has inspired a new generation, not just Africans but immigrants, immigrants in general. The saddest thing is that Antetokounmpo had to, despite being born in Greece, he didn't get the passport until he was called to represent Milwaukee. I don't know how you guys pronounce it, Milwaukee or Milwaukee. Yeah, the box. And that was when he was given the citizenship, Greek citizenship. After that, he was stateless, and it was a difficult time for him. What's I felt so emotional when I hear him speak, where he said, "I represent both of my countries, Nigeria and Greece." For him to even acknowledge Nigeria, despite the way he growing up in an environment where he had to struggle and take care of his family and all this kind of stuff at that age. It's just emotional, guys. It's very emotional. Let's listen to our brother Antetokounmpo. 6. You see, the cheers is getting. You see the accolades and everything. It's just so emotional, guys. Let's go around here. Adewale. What does this mean? This win mean for the immigrant community, Nigerians, Africans in general?
I think this win is a great inspiration to the younger generation of people that have been always indoctrinated to only pursue careers in medicine, law, engineering. That's how it is for most Nigerian families, maybe African families. And funny thing is, it's the same way within the Indian community. The parents always inspire their children to pursue careers in law, medicine, and engineering. And it's not a bad thing, to be honest. It's good for you to be educated, but at the same time, it's important for you to maximize the athletic potentials of your kids from when they are little children until they are teenagers. Because who knows, they might excel in a sport and then they can still go back to school, get a degree. But that sport, if they become a professional, they are not only going to take all of you guys out of poverty and become extremely rich, but it also gives them a bigger platform to, spread their wings. You see a lot of former professional athletes, they've made so much money. Now they've diversified into different industries, business. So yeah, I feel like Antetokounmpo, that's what they call him in America, but we call him Antetokounmpo. That is the real pronunciation of the name. Antetokounmpo is an inspiration.
By the way, it was Hellenized though. In Greece, they have the way they spell their names. The way their writings is different. So something like I heard someone say it was Hellenized. If that's if I don't know if I pronounce it right, bro.
They Greekicized the name Antetokounmpo.
yeah. It only happens in Greek though, like or in those kind of countries. Greek is a very old nation. They have their own kind of rules and so many things they have there. So it's the same.
I believe they have their own lettering system too.
Yeah.
Their alphabet.
Yeah, it is that the alphabet. It was written the alphabet. If you become a citizen, I think that's how you have to write it also.
But this is the situation of Greece not giving this guy a citizenship until he had prospects of playing in the NBA shows you guys that if you don't have, you actually don't have any value to these people unless you have a value, if that makes any sense. So they are not going to respect you unless you bring something to the table. And to me,
no,
this
that's
just
not
shows
that's not the case. That's not the case, bro.
Let me finish what I'm about to say.
But I have to correct you on that. That's not the case. The case is that in it doesn't matter if you're white or black. If you don't have a Greek blood, okay. If you don't have a Greek blood, you don't get a citizenship like that.
Then why did they give him a citizenship even though he doesn't have a Greek blood?
Well, they gave him after he turned 18, and if you have to turn 18 before you apply for it, and it's not a guarantee you get it though. Okay, so of course his status also play a part in a way. That's how it is. It's just like Nigeria. Let's not get it twisted right here. Nigeria citizenship to get Nigeria citizenship, it's not easier as well. Already,
it's
right?
The same thing. You have to have Nigerian blood.
Yeah,
through your father to get a Nigerian citizenship. It has to be from your paternal side.
Yeah.
Right? But I'm saying all of that to say this. We have an obligation, a moral obligation to fix Nigeria and to fix the continent of Africa so that we don't have to be taking our skill sets to other parts of the world where we are not even appreciated as much as we should be. And there is nothing to cry about. It's our responsibility to look inwards, stop blaming other people for where we are, and just try to fix our continent so we can be respected around the world. But Antetokounmpo is an inspiration to everybody, to the youth especially. They have someone they can look up to, a guy that does he even speak fluent English? I doubt it. Maybe he does now. But this is a guy that is an immigrant from multiple countries, Nigeria, Greece, went to America, became a superstar. Man, it's commendable, man. It's an incredible story and it's really inspiring.
Some of our people are mistaken, especially this guy, Victory George, saying, Giannis was born in Greece. What do you mean he doesn't have Greek blood? Greece is, use the R word country. Well, we know that, but Greece is an homogeneous country. And being born, it's just like here in Germany, for example. Being born in Germany doesn't make you a German, huh? Doesn't mean you're gonna get the German citizenship. They didn't just give you automatically. So although it's different from the one in Greece though. Greece, Italy, they have different rules there. Even Nigeria, we're talking about right now, Nigeria also have different rules. When anybody that has a Nigerian passport, for example, if Wada were to have a Nigerian passport, were to apply for it, it is because Wada ancestry, he has ancestry in Nigeria. If without that, he won't be able, he can't apply for it. It's just a fact, you know. And of course, it is already well established that a lot of our brothers were taken to across the Atlantic Ocean, you know already. What I mean. So it is different, bro. Being born in Europe doesn't mean that they will give you automatically a European passport, bro. Do you know what that signifies, bro? A lot of things you can do. It means you deserve the benefits, you know, that the indigenes also have. That is why it's not the UK. I don't know how it works in the UK, but maybe someone in the UK will let us know by then. Adewale, are you done? Are you done, Adewale? I guess he is. Let's listen to our brother Wike. Let's listen to his take on this. It'd be nice to hear from him. You guys should stay tuned, because we need to talk about it.
Congratulations to our brother Giannis Antetokounmpo. Two-time MVP, final MVP, NBA champion. I don't really watch basketball that much, but I've always liked to see people from the continent of Africa excelling in sports. So when I heard about Giannis, I decided to follow his career a bit, just a bit, not that much, because it's basketball in it. But I'm very happy that he was able to win the championship today. What I like the most about him is the man seems to have a great character. He seems very humble, seems very dedicated, seems to have the right mindset, the mindset that makes you dig deep, focus on what you need to focus on if you want to achieve a task, and go for it. Always trying to work on his weaknesses. Apparently, he's not a good shooter. You know, he doesn't really have that much of a jump shot, because he probably started playing basketball a little bit late. You know, and he came from Greece, so he doesn't have the technical skills and background in basketball that his peers like Kevin Durant and Kawhi Leonard have, and guys like that. But he just kept working, and I'm so happy that he was able to achieve this championship. So it's a victory for Nigeria and Greece. I like the way he associated with Nigeria as well as the European continent, because really he grew up in Europe, you know, and he also wasn't shy to associate with us as well. So I'm very excited about it. Congratulations to Giannis. Congratulations to the Milwaukee Bucks.
Thanks, brother. I do appreciate it. Wike is one of those guys. I mean, Wike, the guy he understands almost almost all sports. Like, this guy knows a lot about sports, bro. I tell you that. Me, I'm just talking boxing, and now getting to know MMA, because boxing is what I know. Is all I know. All I knew while growing up. And of maybe football, of course, football. We know football a lot. Soccer, what you guys call soccer in America. But the thing is that I was a very good footballer for sure. I mean, when I played for my brother's club, I was good. I was number 11. Scored so many goals. But the thing is that, you know, when you reach Europe like this, you know, now nothing come out on how to get money, how to find work, how to do those countries like that, or how to go school. Was just, you know, I took my focus away at that time. And even At some point, I even sing safe, but now my voice will crack on this Martin. You will go. Anyway, though, let's get our brother on here, Isioma, to give his take. Of course, Winke is right in what he said. He referred to Kevin Durant being a more skillful basketball player than our brother, because our brother is not. He just something. He started he started playing in 2007. So that's not long. That's not long ago. Kevin Durant, Kawhi, and the rest, LeBron James, those guys started playing basketball when they were very, very young, when they were little boys. Americans love basketball a lot. Is their first or second sport there, if I'm not mistaken. Compared to Giannis.
Second after American football.
Yeah, after American football, second sport. So compare that to Giannis, who his first sport would be football. I mean soccer. Football? It's called football anyway. You guys call soccer. Football. Because Greece is a football nation. They've got great players, but I don't really know any basketball player from Greece other than him. He's just shining the light on the people who don't know. And I heard that the community he grew up at Athens, a lot of immigrant kids there are inspiring to be like him and following his footsteps. I think that's very good. He's inspired a whole new generation. Because people that thought, I've lost hope, or I can't really get by, all this kind of stuff. Because believe you me, in Greece, as a person of color, I don't know who will give you a chance, even if you have the qualification, I don't think they will give you a chance there. Greece is an homogeneous nation. Very nice people, though, I will tell you that, because I have dated the Greek individual before. Very nice, but even the person told me that time, they are homogeneous, It's just what it is, bro. But you can't blame them though, because they have fought. How many wars have Greece fought? Bro, these guys have fought. They fought they fought superpowers. I'm talking about the very time of the Persian power, bro. These guys they fought so many countless, almost maybe more than 1,000 wars. It's crazy. Fought some neighbors there as well. Even the country that was known as Macedonia, right? Macedonia, that country that was known as Macedonia, which the Greece forced them. They forced them to change that name to Northern Macedonia. Say, listen, you're claiming, bro. Greece, there's a huge story there. Huge story, a big history there. At the same time, so you can understand them. Nigeria has similar. Yeah, I know Mr. Jallo says he's in Greece right now, that the country is like that. I understand, bro. I understand. Like I told you, I understand that, because it is an homogeneous country, bro. It's a homogeneous country. The thinking mentality is different from the Western one, the Central Europe. Central European are more civilized, in terms of, are more open-minded. I know that Greece is the first. Greece brought civilization to Europe. The first civilization that ever happened in the whole corner of Europe occurred in Greece. Okay, it all started in Greece. But you have to understand that these guys, so many wars have been fought there. So many, things. They've been trying to protect themselves in a way. I think in the 21st century, you've got to give people a chance. Okay, I understand. Being a foreigner there is hard, very difficult. One of my cousins used to be there though. Used to be living there, or he's no longer there anymore. Yes, I've not heard from him for a long time. I need to see how I can find him, but it's my distant cousin like that. Yeah, it's your man coming, bro. I mean, I didn't talk too much now.
Let me start by saying 50-50 to the giant himself, Giannis Antetokounmpo. For the purpose of this conversation, permit me to call him the way we call him here in Nigeria, Antetokounmpo. This is a big one for.
You can't pronounce Antetokounmpo or what?
If I keep pronouncing Antetokounmpo, I'm sure that my tongue is going to cleave. You know,
But how
so
come,
let me- let me follow him.
how come Americans can pronounce it? How come Americans can pronounce it? Americans,
Yeah,
even
that's what they
Steve,
know him as.
even Stephen A. Smith, that idiot, was
that's
able
what
to
they know him as.
he was able to pronounce Antetokounmpo like
Yeah.
swiftly. When
You know
while it came to Nigerian names, like Nigerian tribal names, he was like
Yeah.
say whatever. Like that guy is something else, bro.
No, but you see, the thing is, it has a lot to do with relationship. They've already related with the name Antetokounmpo. You and I are yet to truly and fully relate with that name. I mean, they know the name Israel Adesanya. They call it very easily. They know Kamaru Usman. They call it very easily because that's
Bro,
what they related with those guys as.
Kamaru Usman is an Arabic name, so why wouldn't they pronounce it easily? I mean, is it the first time? But they know about that, bro.
A lot of no, I'm just giving you instances. Okay, I mean Israel Adesanya. The Israel is different. Adesanya, they pronounce it pretty well. They've learned how to pronounce it from the way Israel himself pronounces it. But back to Giannis, it's such a massive story, to write that a boy who was not given chance to be something, to have a gigantic story, has grown to become a giant. And he's not just playing in any other league, he's playing in the NBA, the father of all basketball leagues. And signing out the 2021 season in a dominant fashion is something that is enviable. Um, I started by saying 50-50 to the Giant because of 50 points when just in the year that it would mark 50 years that the Milwaukee Bucks had not won the NBA. Okay, so that's significant. Well, you could say it's coincidental, but this is something that is significant and it will forever be etched in the memory of sport fans, particularly those who follow the game of basketball. And he didn't just only score 50 points. This dude had 14 rebounds and 5 blocks. This is an amazing performance by every standard. I know, other than leading the Milwaukee Bucks, like Abdul Jabbar led them in 1971 to victory, this dude also came out as one out of only 3 players ever in the history of NBA to have won in the same season, regular season MVP award, the MVP of the finals, and also best defensive player of the season. This is huge, huge by every standard. I like that he dedicated the feat to his fans, but majorly to the kids in Nigeria, Africa, and Greece. It tells that he has a touch with his roots. All right. And I do hope that the way Michael Jordan, the way Magic Johnson, the way Hakeem Olajuwon, who happens to be one of the players that have achieved what Giannis has achieved, shouldn't we even be thumping our chest that out of the 3, 2 have Nigerian, roots. Players like Kobe Bryant of blessed memory, players like, who have inspired people to take to the game of basketball or even excel at their own chosen field of endeavor, not necessarily basketball, that Giannis has also become one of those who inspire people directly, indirectly, remotely, expressly and impliedly, Giannis is going to be an inspiration to the African youth, to the Nigerian youth, to youth in Greece, and to youth across the globe. That if you put in the work, you will get the result eventually, trusting that favor would smile on you. Let me also, by extension, congratulate our brother, Jordan Wara, who will be playing for us at the Olympics. He also plays for the Milwaukee Bucks as a small forward. The amazing display of Giannis has completely made us forget that there's a Jordan Wara who is very, very good. So congratulations, Giannis, and by extension, congratulations, Jordan. I mean, how do you imagine that they lost the first two games and then eventually came to win 4-2 on the series? Man, congratulations, Milwaukee Bucks. Congratulations, Giannis. Congratulations, Jordan.
Yeah, it is very interesting though that they lost the first two games, and there is a current debate right now. Stephen A. Smith is saying that Kevin Durant is better than Antetokounmpo. We know Stephen A. Smith doesn't like. I don't think this guy like foreigners. This guy always talk about being pro-black or whatsoever, being I don't know what he calls himself in a way, but there's a way he talked about Antetokounmpo that I didn't really. I didn't find. I find a little bit like there's a little bit of jealousy in it. The way we talked about him. He was trying to rubbish Mas Kellerman statement by saying, "Oh, I shouldn't be talking basketball with you." Kevin Durant, he is better. Of course, Kevin Durant might be better than Giannis in terms of skill set. Okay, but Kevin Durant is a very skilled basketball player. He's naturally skilled. He can shoot 3 points. Antetokounmpo has a different ability. Antetokounmpo is more effective. If you were to tell me right now, between Antetokounmpo and Kevin Durant, who will I put in my team? I will put Giannis in my team, because you need a guy that can defend as well as being offensive, as well as knowing how to like knowing where to go for it. The guy can easily bulldoze a whole defense team at any given time, because he knows how to use his height, his reach, his abilities. Well, this guy just started playing basketball in 2007, bro. That's like a baby in it. The likes of what's his name again? Kevin Durant, Kawhi, Stephen Curry. Those guys have been like, those guys, they started playing basketball. They started balling when they were babies, bro. Like in America. So you can't compare it. But Antetokounmpo is the best basketball player right now in the NBA, hands down. Because to be best, you have to do great things. How do you do great things? You have to be able to put your team on. You have to be good in every feed. Okay. Anyway, let's just let's watch this argument right here.
Giannis had 50 points.
Ad nauseum throughout.
Giannis had 50 points, tied for the most in a finals-clinching win in NBA history. Look at the names on that list. MJ, Magic, Shaq. He also became the first player with 50, 10, and 5 in a playoff game since blocks were tracked. That was in the early 70s. Stephen A. Smith, you were in the building. Tell me this, sir. Thoughts on Giannis's performance?
I don't know if I've ever seen a better performance in an NBA Finals closeout game. I saw Magic Johnson drop 42 and 15 against the Philadelphia 76ers, playing center when Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was out against the Philadelphia 76ers. I saw Michael Jordan drop 45 in that game 6 when he crossed over Byron Russell and hit the jumper in his last game as a Chicago Bull to win his final championship. But I've never seen a performance in a closeout game for a championship that was better than what I witnessed last night. He was absolutely sensational, just dominant. He was a man amongst boys. Poor DeAndre Ayton, I mean, part of it was that he had no help on the front line, so he had to watch himself to some degree, but Giannis couldn't be guarded, and he certainly couldn't guard Giannis. And then Giannis is fighting coming downhill. He's attacking the basket every little lull that Milwaukee had ad nauseum throughout the postseason. Went to the free throw line 19 times and made.
Guys, I mean, I think I clicked the wrong one though. Here is let me check this one out. When he said this, let me see. Yeah, this right here.
But when we talk about skills and what a brother brings to the table, this also you have. But when we talk about skills and what a brother brings to the table, this dude ain't on KD's level. I don't want to hear that. He's not Kevin Durant.
Well,
Let's stop that right now.
The question was this version of Giannis. This version of Giannis hit 90% of his free throws.
Hold on, wait a minute. I know what the hell the question was. I'm answering it. I'm not you. I didn't dance and moonwalk
So you don't get
or
it right?
rap. I'm answering the question directly. I don't give a damn what you saw last night. He's not better than Kevin Durant. What Giannis did last night definitely deserves to be applauded. But one of the biggest reasons we have to applaud him is because of what we saw was such an aberration for him as it pertains to the free throws is what I'm talking about. That ain't nothing for Kevin Durant. If Kevin Durant shot 17 for 19 from the free throw line, we'd be like, damn, he missed 2 free throws. That's what we'd be like. We wouldn't think about the 17 he made. We think about the 2 he missed because he normally doesn't miss them. He's a career 85% plus shooter from the free throw line.
Right,
He's
he
a
misses
career
3 out of 20.
28 point per game scorer. He's a sniper, long range, 6'11" with a 7'6" wingspan. Giannis ain't that dude. Giannis is great. Giannis is a champion. He is somebody that has elevated himself to being one of the preeminent faces in the National Basketball Association. No question about that. I give you that. He's top 3. I even agree with you there. You want to go there? That's fine. But we need to talk about knocking guys like Kawhi or others off the pedestal. When we're talking about the best in the game of basketball, resumes do matter. It doesn't matter what just happened immediately because of the plethora of injuries you yourself pointed to, Max. We've got guys that have been injured and has been out, and we don't hold that against them. We don't use that as an excuse to knock them off the pedestal. We wouldn't be calling Giannis less than great if Giannis couldn't play in the NBA Finals because of that hyperextended left right knee that he suffered. So we got to ultimately look at their resume and their skill set. And when it comes to skills, especially with those Beetlejuice eyes of yours, I keep telling you about that. The one man on this planet that does not need glasses is you. To sit up there and talk about him as the best in the world, I appreciate the fact that you just said he's top 3, but he's in the discussion. No, he ain't better than Kevin Durant.
Well,
let's pump those brakes.
Look, first of all, if we assume he's a 90% free throw shooter, I don't think we can assume that. But assuming what we saw last night is him, like if you can't put him on the line, if you can't put Giannis on the line as a strategy, good luck, because he has gotten better since the guy who won 2 MVPs under pressure. He can find the open man better than he ever could. He doesn't have to initiate the offense every time. But also you have to consider this. What he said at the podium last night when he hit, he says, I could have gone somewhere and joined a super team. I don't think he was talking about KD. Might have been talking about a teammate of KD. But it could apply to KD. He didn't go and chase the ring. He stayed right where he was. He got lucky that Brooklyn got hurt, but no one's beating a team with KD, Harden, and Kyrie all healthy. That's not on Giannis. That's just no one could do it. So he got to look. But he also got hurt, played through it, came back, played huge, hit his free throws, and didn't ring chase. It all adds up. Like, he doesn't have guard skills and perimeter skills that KD has. That's true. But he has other stuff that KD doesn't have in the paint. He is with KD and LeBron in the conversation. Also, you have to consider this. What he said at the
So you guys heard what Maskelema said. I think he's definitely right, by the way. Kineshuku, are you with us right now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, let's get a topic here. So, what do you make of what we're talking about right now? I don't, but I know you're not a basketball fan like that.
A big basketball fan. I think I'm the biggest basketball fan out of all everybody on this panel. I've been a Lakers fan
Yes.
since 1990.
Yes, Kedechoko is the.
You sure?
Kedechoko is a basketball fan.
Are you a bigger basketball fan than Wike?
I am. I have a signed jersey from Magic Johnson himself. That's the first thing you see when you entered my house. It's number 32, signed by him.
Well, so now you tell me now. We're gonna speak about why the story of Giannis is essential to the immigrant community and Africans, and of course you can easily give your take on Stephen A. Smith's statement saying that Giannis is not like he's top 3 right now, that is not the best. I mean, what makes someone the best? What categorizes someone as the best player? It's not when the player becomes effective to the point where his effectiveness is shown in the court, right? Like you can see it, it's visible, like to people to see, because it's not like someone that is not talented cannot score 50 points. It's not just happening. It's free throws as well has also improved.
Yeah.
And
3-point shooting has improved. He's becoming an overall general he's becoming generally improved as in a complete player. And I think the point he was trying to make, I'm not a big fan of Stephen A. None of us are, but to his credit, I still think that Kevin Durant is a better all-round player than Giannis. Giannis is yet to get there, but Giannis still has time. The thing is that even if I've seen them play defense on Kevin Durant, and even if you put a hand in his face, he'll still shoot over you. He'll still make sure he gets, he's the best scorer in the NBA right now. But if you look at the best overall player, I think Giannis is either number 1 or number 2.
Okay,
but
can Kevin Durant take a team? Can he do what Giannis is doing with his team right now? If they switch, if they were to switch team right now, let's say they switch team, Kevin Durant to the Bucks. Okay.
All right. Okay.
Can he do that with
watch the playoffs? You clearly did not watch the playoffs. Okay. KD was basically carrying the Nets. Kyrie went down with injury. This person, James Harden, had a bad hamstring. Your hamstring muscle is basically what controls your speed. So two of his main supporting acts went down. Imagine if Chris Middleton went down for the Bucks. Imagine if that Drew Holiday did not play for the Bucks. He had a great supporting cast. He's a fantastic player, but I watched the playoffs. The team that stayed injury-free is the team that won the chip. And it's Giannis and the Bucks. And he did the
Bro, you forgot that Giannis was also injured. You know that? He was even said that he wouldn't play the playoffs. You know that? But he came back. This is like bro. Giannis is built different, bro. Just Giannis is built different, bro. Giannis is built different, bro. We have to see that.
That's not my question. Was he out for more than 3 games in the playoffs?
Well,
no.
Well, because he's built different, bro. He's built different, bro.
He's built different because he's Niger tough. He's super tough. He's a fantastic player.
No. He's built different because he's a guy. Not because he's. I'm not talking about being Niger. I'm talking about the guy's mentality. I know a lot of players that will have the same minor injury that he had, and they will stay off course for maybe 2 weeks or even more than that.
It depends. Because you look at Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant came back to play when he had a ruptured Achilles, and that made him sit out for almost a year.
Now I'm asking right now. I said, can Kevin Durant? Can they switch? If they were to switch team right now, it was a switch team.
He will carry the box. He will easily. The Bucks are a
When was the
complete-
last time Kevin Durant scored 50 points? I want to know that.
It's not a case about scoring 50 points.
Bro, listen, basketball is about winning, right? You have to put the ball in there, right?
Yeah, it's about.
So
Raymond,
when was the last time he scored 50 points? I want to know.
No, but Raymond, you absolutely know there's a difference between playoff basketball and.
I think what Stephen A. Smith is saying is trying to use right now is, for example, like saying like who like let me tell you right now, no footballer on the planet being it former footballer, the whole generation and the next generation is more skillful than Ronaldinho. You know that?
Yeah, but
bro, Messi is not more skillful than Ronaldinho. You know that?
Yeah, but Messi has how many chips? Messi has a lot of championships.
Ronaldo is not more skillful than Ronaldinho. But do you know there are people believe that Ronaldo or Messi is the greatest of all time? You know that?
Yeah, let them believe. You can believe what you believe.
So
that
this is what I'm saying, bro. Like you are actually great. Even we're talking about Messi right now. Messi is always with great players. Xavi and Iniesta were really the ones that made Messi who Messi is. Actually, you know, you see Barcelona right now. You see how they are struggling, bro. Ronaldinho. That's why you have to give. I like Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. I like that guy, because that guy has tested himself in almost every league, in every team. Okay, I know that he had world-class players behind him. Still, at least he tested himself. You know, he came from the trenches as well. Okay, both came from the trenches. You know. But what I'm saying is that being skillful, Kevin Durant is more skillful than Giannis. We know we know this. But is he more effective than him? No. Is he dominant? Can he bully? Can he bully defenders like Giannis do? He can't.
Yes.
He does. First of all, he doesn't have the physical body for that. The guy is a 3-point shooter. He's very good
at 3-point shooter.
Bro. I want to ask you this right now. Has Giannis ever won the best defensive basketball player?
Yeah, he's won it. I think 3 times.
Okay, he's won 3 times. How many? Like in this playoffs right now, in the playoffs, what was his defense? His defense stats.
I don't know his defense stats, and I'm not trying to say that his defensive stats weren't fantastic, weren't good. I don't know his exact defense stats. I know he was the MVP of the playoffs, and he deserves it. And his defense stats might have been amazing. But what as a basketball aficionado, what basketball heads like Steven Durant, the only thing that they actually respect is championships. That's the only thing that they respect. So Giannis can shut him up by winning.
Giannis single-handedly, do you know that without that 50 points, do you know that there's no way that they would have won the championship?
Yeah, I agree. Not the championship. They would have won that game, because there was a game that Chris Middleton actually, I think he scored 40 points. He actually helped them, and Giannis was quiet that game. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I'm talking about the championship. I'm not about the other matches or the other basketball matches. I'm talking about that what I just watched last night. Without him, bro, this guy single-handedly, with the help of Middleton as well, is single-handedly, Middleton is not seen as a great in American basketball.
He's a good role player.
He's not seen as a great, you know that.
Giannis is great, and the thing about the
I'm not talking about Middleton. He's not seen as a great in the NBA. You know that.
Yeah, he's seen as he's an all-star, but he's not seen as like top 5.
This is what I'm saying.
All-Star. Chris Middleton made the All-Star team.
Now look at the team. Look at the team. Durant and that's me. Look at the team. The players behind them. Look at them, and you not compare it to what Giannis has, bro. The thing is that Durant, like I said, is like comparing Ronaldinho to Ronaldo. Ronaldinho, no player on the planet, and is more skillful than Ronaldinho. Maybe you might say JJ Okocha, but even JJ Okocha, of course, we know that Ronaldinho learned from Okocha in PSG, but Ronaldinho made people love football. Like,
he was an entertainer.
That guy's skill set is crazy. When I say crazy, the only person that came close is Okocha. Okay. Yeah. But like this one, Okocha is the only one that came close. But no player is more skillful than Ronaldinho. But it doesn't mean Ronaldinho is the greatest of all time, though, does it?
No. That's Raymond, that me and you have seen. No player is more skillful than Ronaldinho.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Bro, what do you mean by that? Like, is Pelé more skillful than Ronaldinho?
Yeah. People would say that.
He hasn't. He's not. Pele's not more skillful than Ronaldinho. I mean, I watch Pelé. I watch his matches. Bro, he's not more skillful than Ronaldinho, bro. Like, let's be right here.
You see all his matches in Santos.
Maradona is not more skillful than Ronaldinho.
We never saw all their matches.
We never saw all their matches, but there are highlights to go and watch. You can clearly see. You can clearly see.
Carried Napoli from a struggling position. These people were struggling from relegation.
I'm not saying Maradona is not great. Maradona is an all-time great. But I still have Pelé as number one, though. I still have Pelé because I still have Pelé as number one. You know, what he did, how he did it.
Just talk about what it would do for the immigrant community because it's so massive.
Yeah, I mean, we are not done. We are not done with this. What you're saying because I know Kevin Durant. Is most. Listen, Kevin Durant has been playing basketball since when? Since he was a youngster, right? He was a very young boy, right? Born in America, so. Those guys, they eat, sleep, play basketball. Like it's like a drug to them.
Yeah.
So for Giannis to come and do what he's doing right now, that started playing basketball, 2007, bro, that is massive. And the way he's doing it,
is massive,
he's not just playing, he's dominating. You know.
But if Kyrie and James Harden were there, fully healthy, do you think that Giannis makes it to the next round?
You know what happened? And if we always say if Giannis is not the reason why they are injured. Okay.
No, but the thing is that
he's not luck. He's not luck. You don't win game by luck. You win game by determination. Don't you see?
You need an element of luck.
Don't you see the way Giannis is so determined? Like the guy, he plays for his team like he played for it like that's his last game.
He played this game like if it was his last game. He didn't play almost all the other.
I'm not saying how. I'm talking about the passion that I see in him. The passion in him, bro. We've got to give credit where it's due. The guy is a legend.
Credit. I'm not
even as we speak right now, he's like this guy can easily go into Hall of Fame. It's a fact.
Hall of Fame, yes, he's going to go to the Hall of Fame.
Anyway, continue. Let's talk about his impact. The impact.
The Hall of Fame. 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, multiple All NBA teams, a championship right now, multiple conference finals. He's definitely going to go into the Hall of Fame. He might not be first ballot Hall of Fame, but probably second ballot Hall of Fame or something like that. But he would
the guy still 26 years old. Remember it, huh? And he could have easily gone to these super teams to because when you are in super teams,
I still think that he's going to go.
We'll see because
his fiance/wife is one of the biggest Los Angeles Lakers fans.
Yeah.
Laker fan.
Yeah. We'll see. But he loves Milwaukee now.
He loves Milwaukee. He's lifting up that city, but The thing is that every NBA player wants a superstar rate. He wants to be known even in China, Japan. Because no matter what you say, me and you, Raymond, we know him. But in this country, they don't know him. Oh. But people know more about LeBron James than him in this country. And he wants his name.
Well, it is different because LeBron James is not just like LeBron James also does a lot of things outside basketball. Like the guy is the guy. Listen, you have to understand that the guy. Listen, I knew LeBron James as a basketball player. Okay, I can tell you right now. I knew LeBron James, but I never watched him play basketball before.
Ooh, really?
Yeah.
Watch.
Where there's a fact, except when they whooped our ass in Olympics, him, Kobe Bryant, and the rest. But I mean in the NBA, because I always watch Olympic teams. You know, that was the first time I watched that match. I mean, I watched him play in a way, but not in the NBA. Not in the NBA. I know he's a great for sure. He's a great. Yeah, but what I'm saying now, what I know LeBron James for. Like, let me tell you what I know LeBron James for. I know him for his activism, for wanting, for he always he fights for equality for other people who cannot fight for themselves. So his activism outside the basketball court is what I know him for. Not what I know him more for, because you have to watch this guy through and through to really know him. I know he's a great basketball player for sure, he's a legend. But you have to watch him to really analyze all those things. I cannot analyze it for you. But I can tell you what is done outside basketball, what I really know him for outside basketball, especially this during the George Floyd, BLM movement and stuff. He was very active. And the guy is also a woke he's one of those woke African Americans you have in the NBA, bro. One of those woke. Yeah.
I agree with you 100%.
Yeah, continue, bro.
Yeah, but I believe that it's going to inspire a lot of Africans. Just like what is happening right now, we have a lot of young Africans, immigrants that are coming through the NBA system and also play through Europe. Like Caleb Agada that plays for Nigeria. We have Charles Bassey, who's also in the NBA Africa program, the same program that the guy from Cameroon, Pascal Siakam, and even Joel Embiid that plays for the 76ers, they came through. All those kind of Giannis winning that.
Even in Giannis' team, there is another. There was one of our brother there, Nwora, something like that. He plays for Nigeria.
Jordan Nwora plays for the Nigerian national team and also for the Bucks. He's a rookie.
I didn't really see him play yesterday though. Was I what?
He's been injured for a while.
But he will represent in the Olympics.
Yeah, he's probably going to play as our point guard in the Olympics. He's an excellent 3-point shooter. He's actually when the reserve team of the Bucks usually come on the floor, he's usually the best player. I think there was a game that he had like 26 points this season. He's usually the best player when the second team comes on the floor. He's usually the leader of that second team. He knows how to create shots and shoot the ball extremely well. So Jordan Nwora is going to be a huge part of the Milwaukee Bucks moving forward. I won't be surprised if they get to the championship next year. He won't be a key part of that team. He's a fantastic player. And he's a young upcoming player. And his son, coincidentally, his father is the assistant coach of the Nigerian basketball team.
Oh, really?
Yeah, his father is the assistant coach.
I didn't know that though.
Yeah, he's the assistant to Mike Brown. So it's a good thing. It's going to inspire a lot of people. And we don't know how you see on the basketball courts. I mean, we in Lagos here, Saturday morning, you see people on the basketball courts in Roe Park, Yaba, in Ilupeju playing basketball. Everybody's going to be talking about what Giannis did, the 50 points that he threw down. Everybody's going to be talking. It's going to be the talk of all the basketballers coming to play basketball on Saturday morning. So it's going to be really massive. It's going to inspire a lot more immigrants to come and play in the NBA and do very well because everybody wants championships and wants stardom, So I mean, it's going to be so inspirational. We might not even know how inspirational it's going to be till the draft class, or even next year when people start talking about, oh, they saw what Giannis did, that they left playing football, or they left trying to box and picked up a basketball, and this is where they are here right now. So he's going to be
there's so many things people can do now, like those that want to box. I mean, we are many. So those want to box, those want to play basketball, but basketball is not big it's not big in Nigeria.
No, it's not that big. It's not that big. Football is always going to be the biggest.
Yeah, I think boxing is also getting to that point where we'll see. But I think he just need to be marketed well in Nigeria.
Oh yeah,
I think so. Because we like growing up, I knew of basketball. I just knew this basketball, but I just didn't play it. I just didn't play it. It was all football for me. So maybe if more Africans or more of our people, Nigerians start taking it serious. I think, bro.
I mean, a couple of our players are, to be honest with them, the ones in the NBA have started organizing their basketball clinic. I know Michael Eric has his basketball clinic here. Then the Aminu brothers, they have their basketball clinic in Ibadan, in Oyo State. And then I know a couple. They've been trying to, and that's how you have to start. You have to start getting people when they are 7, 8, 9, almost going to teenagers. So a lot of our basketballer people have actually been coming to start up clinics here. And I think Giannis can also start with a clinic here as well. That's how you have to start. You have to do your own private clinic, almost like a mini soccer academy. And then you start building them up. And then possibly you start taking players that have potential to the States for developmental programs, or Europe for developmental programs. And that's how they get inspired, because like Kobe had the Mamba camp that he was training, him and his daughter were training at and developing players. And off-season, players, even Giannis went to that camp, the Mamba Academy. Giannis went to that camp, and all these players will come, and then we'll be imparting knowledge on the young players and girls and boys coming up. So I think that kind of thing, you have to start doing it, because you want your name to continue to live on, and that's what we all want. We want Giannis's name to live on, like Kobe's name, like Magic,
But I think though, like Giannis' name will be very. Listen, Giannis' name will be very, very very huge. If it can get that African audience. I mean, we talk about African, we talk about Nigerian, and then other people will follow along for the line.
Oh yeah.
I just believe that whatever trends in Nigeria always go outside. And it's gonna be huge. I mean, it will be huge. Like the guy's story alone is inspiring.
Yeah, his story is very, very inspiring. From where he came from, you hear about what he had to struggle with.
Yeah, I know. I'm familiar with that. I'm familiar with every story. I'm familiar with that. It's not new to me. Me being Europe, I know what's up. I'm familiar with things like that. But yeah, it's just inspiring, and I hope to see him do well. Keep making making us proud. Making his family, because I mean, you have to give props to his family, man. I mean, his parents did a hell of a good job, man. Like, they didn't give up. For not giving up, it's like crazy. Like, it's not easy, bro. I'm telling you right now, bro. It's not easy. Although we don't suffer, they suffer that I've suffered, huh?
Mm-hmm.
My kids would never pass through that. Because I've already done that. So we don't suffer the suffer. We be say, man, picking go for suffer. Me so. Looking at the time his parents came to Europe, bro. That era, that time. Where that time was worse. Not small thing. Like, as a black person, as a person of color, that country. Not be small thing, not be small country, not be small thing for that country. So
Are you serious?
I know now. I know Greece now. I never go there, bro. I know people there before. I know what's up. Wow. Crazy, bro. Yeah.
Crazy.
Anyway, guys, thanks for joining me right now. I can see some of you guys on the chat. God bless you all. You know, yes, the home of Nigeria Africa boxing, but we also talk about non-box related topic when it is interesting, just like we're talking about right now. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Of course, I'm gonna be covering the Nigerian Olympic team, okay, basketball team on this platform. Just stay tuned for that, because I have to. You know, the Nigerian men cannot give up, because I want us to win, okay. But at the same time, we are playing Australia first. Australia, their 3-pointers is like crazy, bro. That'll be easy. We will see what happens, man. So, guys, stay tuned, and thanks for joining me right here. God bless you all.